Hello guys, good day, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chas. Today I'm going to guide you through one of the problems we encounter when trying to run a program, which is ModuleNotFoundError. So why this very error? Actually I'm working on a pygal library program, so importlib-metadata is what the program is telling me is missing. It's unable to find. But I have Python 3.7 already installed. I have pygal already installed. Now what I'm going to do is to copy this importlib.metadata. I'm going to copy it by Ctrl C, and then I'll go over to command prompts, that's your CMD, and I'll type pip install, then I'll paste the importlib.metadata that's missing. So and I'll click OK. So now it should download, but from the information before us we can clearly see that it's already installed, requirements already satisfied, and you can see the paths to the programs, and it is version 6.7.0. all other requirements also installed. And if we go over to our pip list, I guess we're going to also find the program importlib.metadata. Here it is. And if we go down, we also discover that we have pygal already installed. Pygal is already installed. Here it is, pygal 3.01. so since we have importlib.metadata installed, so what could possibly be the problem for the ModuleNotFoundError? Now here is why. The reason is because pygal 3.01, which is what we have here installed, okay, we have pygal 3.01 here. It doesn't run on Python version less than 3.8, and currently I am running this on a Python version 3.7, so it wouldn't work. So what we need to do is to install Python 3.8. so let's get on that now. Okay guys, now I'm in Chrome. We're going to download Python 3.8. We're going to download Python 3.8 and then install it. Then we move on to the next. So we click on the first link and then we go down. So currently this is Python 3.8, the version, the date 2019. And then what we want to install is an executable installer. We don't want a zip file, we don't want a zip file, we don't want a web-based installer, we don't want embeddable zip, we don't want an executable installer without 64 bits. So what exactly we want? We want Windows 64-bit executable installer. So I'm currently using Windows and I'm operating on 64-bit. So if you're using Mac, you go for 64-bit installer. So we're going to go for executable installer 64-bit. So once we click it, it will start downloading. So wait for it to download, and once it's done, we move on to the next. So we have successfully downloaded Python 3.8.0. so the next thing we're going to do is to install it. So we're going to double click on it. Now before we go over clicking on install, now we need to first of all come and check this box, add Python 3.8 to path. The reason because if we don't check it, then our system would know what to do when we want to run a program. So once we check this, we are kind of telling the system this is the path to our Python compiler whenever we want to run a program, so that we can always run a program successfully. So if you don't want to do it manually and go over the stress, then you just have to click add Python 3.8 to path so that your system will do it automatically. So then you click on install now. Then now you wait patiently. In less than 2 minutes to be installed. Alright, we have successfully installed Python 3.8.0. so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to move over to command prompts and then ensure that Python 3.8 has been installed successfully by typing Python, and then here you go, you can see Python 3.8 installed successfully. So we're going to exit so we can enter another command. So what we need to do now, since we have installed a new version, going back to our program, we discovered that we are working with pygal and the error message was pointing to import pygal. So it was assuming that there was no pygal installed in the version or whatever. So what we need to do on this current version is to install start with installing pygal, and then we move back to check if this is automatically installed, because once you install pygal, automatically you don't need to install importlib-metadata. Okay, so we go over to our command prompt and type pip install pygal. So this is the command you're going to type, and once you type it, it should install. But already, as you can see, requirements already satisfied, meaning it's already installed in my system. But once you type this command, if PIP can't find it in your system and there's no path to find it, then it's going to install it for you. But once it finds it, there's no need to install it again. Now we're going to go back to our PIP list to ensure that we have pygal installed, and here it is. We have pygal 3.04 installed, and also here we have importlib-metadata 7.01 installed. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back and refresh our VS Code. If we run any program, it's going to be giving us error. It's going to say ModuleNotFoundError. So we're going to restart our VS Code. So we restart our VS Code. So once we have restarted the VS Code, what we need to do is to run the program again. So as you can see, excited with code, so it means our code has run successfully. So this is how you go about solving ModuleNotFoundError. Thank you and have a nice day.